Guys, I'm very familiar with.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. So the next starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the three. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the three. Now here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Luwawu's got the first points up on the board here for the Nets. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Brown outside. Back to Durant. Down low. It's tipped. There's the pass to Luwawu. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get a shot off here. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And here's Portland. 4-point game. Jones. It's deflected. Here's McCollum. It's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here is Harden following the basket by C.
Oh, yes, sir. And we have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here's Brown after the basket by Yusuf Nurkic. Brown the pass to Harden. Inside, here's KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Brown wide open. He fires. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Jones kicks to Nurkic. Here's McCollum. It's stolen by Brown. Left side, KD. To the inside. Brown outside. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 3. Pass to Luwawu. Here's Jordan. Pass to Luwawu. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Right wing takes a 3. It's good from long range.
Timeout.
Luwawu's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard outside. .109 left to play in the first quarter. They need this. Rebounded by the Nets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the 3 ball is good.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up, and that one drops for him.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown outside. Beyond the arc. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. For the three. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Nurkic. Nails the wide open jump shot. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Harden outside. Outside for Jordan. Lets it go with the three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Now here's Powell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. Outside, Green. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Powell. Back to Green. Harris outside. Here's Dinwiddie. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 8. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The pass to Powell. This one for 3. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Irving. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Goes up at the stripe, and the jumper is on the mark. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
kidding.
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Here's Simons following the basket by Blake Griffin. Here's Cantor, and the shot is good. Cantor's got his first 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. Irving dishes to Green. The kick out to Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 7. Anthony right side. Powell against Dinwiddie. Now here's Powell. Defense right. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Irving surveying the floor. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 7.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's Powell on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. Shoots the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Cantor finds Powell. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Powell, and Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
Stolen by Cantor. Now Powell. He has 5. Lobs it up for Cantor, and stolen by Irving. And so it's Brooklyn. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. Tenacious on both ends of the floor.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Now a timeout called by Portland. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They trail by 9 points. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Collins in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Luau. The kick out to Brown. Durant, the pass to Brown. Harden outside. Count it from 12. Harden's got the first basket of the second half here for Brooklyn.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Now, here's Lillard. Clock at 4. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Durant finds Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
McCollum outside, fires for 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Brown. Back to Durant. And finished off by KD.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Harden against Lillard. McCollum outside. The 3. Here's Lillard. There's the feed to Nurkic. Puts up a three. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Damian Lillard.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. Luwabu's shot is off.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Lillard outside. Shoots from the line. And it's Durant with the rebound.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Durant in the corner. Back to Harden. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brown dishes to Jordan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard scanning the floor. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Brown outside. Harden against Lillard. The wide open look for Durant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Lillard, and the basket is good. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Harden the pass to Brown. Feeds to Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the all-star Kevin Durant, a slender, quick-footed forward. He's added a bit of physicality and defensive presence to his game the last couple years.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
It's McCollum on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Portland. Harden finds Brown. Here's Luwabu. Harden with it. Pass to KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender overreaches there. Durant recognizes it and quickly baits him into that foul.
And KD drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Anthony. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Powell. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Such a diverse offensive game. Cantor has a number of scoring moves he can go to no matter what you try to take away from him defensively.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 5. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Now, here's Dinwiddie. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Griffin. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Irving misses. Trailblazers trail by 5. Anthony kicks to Powell. Anthony down low, working on Green. Anthony can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Powell against Irving. Back to Griffin. He kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Back to Griffin. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Throws it up high. And Jones slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Harris kicks to Irving. Outside, Green. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Here's Simons. Cantor against Dinwiddie. Portland with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And Cantor able to finish.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Irving attacking, and it's in there. And the Nets lead by 3.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there, getting to the basket with ease.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Cantor against Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Simons, the pass to Anthony, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. Jeff Green on the wing. Out to Harris. Irving dishes to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lobs it up for Cantor. Hammers the alley-oop through.
He's a scorer and stepping up this time. Cantor with a big one.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here is Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Man, that's why they turned to Blake Griffin. Calm, cool, collected, and his team needed that one.
It's Powell on the wing. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And now we've got the intentional foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard outside. 18 feet out. Jordan with the rebound. Nets leading by 3. One-on-one fast break. Right side, Kevin Durant. Yes!
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum right side. Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here are the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Passes it to Durant from outside the arc. And Jones pulls it down. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Frames it from downtown.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And guys, the plan's got to be here to pressure that inbound pass and try to come up with the steal. If that doesn't happen, then immediately foul and put them on the line.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Wednesday, I bet.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker room.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here on the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Roam in the paint. Lillard misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Morris throws it down.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And so here's Portland after the basket by Los Angeles. Lillard outside. Over Beverly. Lillard with the bucket.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
McCollum against George. To the paint. Covington with the steal. Kicks it out to Jones. Nurkic the pass to Covington. And a wide open look for McCollum. Oh, good with the triple.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, George to the middle. Morris dishes to George. Stolen by McCollum.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's Zubac. The Blazers getting the bucket. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by George. The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Zubac's in the post. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here's Lillard. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 6. And the basket by McCollum.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And stolen by Lillard. 11 feet away, and there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Nurkic. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
And that one's good. Beverly.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And here are the Clippers now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. The pass to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range.
I just feel like Patrick Beverly has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. For 3. And with the rebound. Now Beverly. Pass to Kennard. With 4 seconds on the clock. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
A good game so far as we conclude the... Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball. You know?
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Man in at the small forward. Now, here's Kennard. Man gets the bucket.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Simons. The Clippers getting the bucket. And that one is stuffed right through.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Jackson passes to Ibaka. A steal. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Simons. He's got 6. Second chance shot. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got his first basket of the night.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Kennard. From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior. him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Now, here's Kennard. He dishes it to Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. With some arc, and Cantor pulls it down. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo being ultra aggressive now. You give him a lane to the basket, you're going to get results like that.
Clippers trail by 6. Jackson looking around. The pass to Kennard. Shot to stop the run. They get it back, and the bucket is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Powell. Launches a 3. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's a 2 from Kennard. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland leading by 4. Powell kicks to Anthony. Back to Powell. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. Yes, that goes in. Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And he goes in for the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Kennard finds Ibaka. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kennard for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard against Beverly. Covington in the corner. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Connects from 3-point range. Lillard's got 11 points.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Floats it up there for Nurkic. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 3-point lead. Beverly against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Here's Lillard. He's got 13. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. George with no one around. The offensive rebound. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Portland with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Out to Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, occasionally Carmelo will do just that. Great handle there. Can't forget about that if you're a defender.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. .127 left to play in the third. Here's Simons. He's got 8. Anthony kicks to Powell. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Mann. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Mann's got 7.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Kennard against Powell. Passes to Simons. Back to Powell. 5 to shoot. Over Kennard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The dish to Ibaka. Snatched away. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Cantor. Makes it off the glass. Cantor's got his second bucket tonight.
This is a guy who plays with a high motor and who enjoys contact. Cantor feasting inside.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard for the lead. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The drive by Jackson, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Both teams will make substitutions. Lillard surveying the D. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Kicks it out to Jones. Lillard up top, defended by Beverly. Step back and squared up.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Leonard with no one around. That 3 off the mark. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And Jones slams it in. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game. And I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Beverly against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Dishes to McCollum. And again, it's Portland converted.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
George passes to Zubac. McCollum against George. And Jones sends it back. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Lillard outside. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. And Covington sends it back. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Beverly, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Leonard with the steal, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. George dishes to Beverly.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
So you want to get your coach fired up? Do something like that right there. That kind of loss of concentration will drive your coach crazy.
And the Clippers call time here. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And now a moment to present.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked to the team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. McCollum finds Nurkic. Lillard up top, guarded by Jackson. trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Ibaka, the pass to George. Good D by McCollum.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots it. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And Jones sends it back. And they're able to recover. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Outside Leonard. Outside Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Ibaka. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Portland moving the ball around. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Nurkic. Teardrop shot. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Lillard finds McCollum. Got it!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Outside, George to tie it up. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. The score is tied at 45. 7 seconds left in the fourth. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Lillard. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for right.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Kanter, the pass to Anthony. Lillard with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Lillard outside. Kanter against Ibaka. 4 on the clock. Bombs it up for Kanter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. That's good for George on the assist by Beverly. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
It's McCollum on the wing. From deep. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Here's Beverly. Plays it up and banks it in. Beverly's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 6. There's 1:26 left in overtime. So for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Beverly against Lillard. That one's not going to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's George. Keeps it alive, and Leonard stays with it.
Yeah, the Claw using those broad shoulders and those hands, snatching that one down, wasting no time going back up. Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And here's George for 3. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. The pass to Collins. Now here's Lillard to halt the run. Kept alive. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Beverly. To the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Zubac against Kanter. Now George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony. And let's go.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lillard, right side. Knocks down the 3 ball.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Giannis with it. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Covington. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum gets the ball. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Nurkic. Here's Lillard. That shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And here's Covington from the arc. McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum kicks to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. And it's the Bucks ball. It's a 3-point game. It's McCollum on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The quick, accurate release. McCollum thrives on catch and shoot opportunities.
Lillard against Holiday. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Middleton. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And Jones slams it home.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
And the Bucks with possession here. Searching for their first points of the game. Here's Giannis. Knocks down the step back J.
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest.
Pass to McCollum. Was shot missing. And Milwaukee the other way now. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Lillard attacking.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, an agile defender. Like seeing Covington take risks and go after steals from time to time.
1:51 left in the first. Holiday goes in, and he makes good on the layup. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Holiday with another miss. And here's Portland. They're on a 15-6 run. Kicks it out to Lillard from downtown. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 9. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Shot's good by Middleton.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trays. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lillard with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. 6 and oh, what a beautiful play!
What intensity! Did you see that? Great. Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like. How Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Now here is Holiday. Down low, Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He finishes with 9. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trouble.
Being able to go through adversity and come out.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
Here's Simons. He kicks it to Powell. Again, the Trailblazers score.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now here's Teague. There's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Powell. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Connaughton, and Teague has it in the corner. Pulls up on the wing, and Cantor pulls it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Milwaukee with the ball. And here is Teague. Outside Portis. Tucker, the pass to Portis. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Milwaukee the rebound. To the wing on the left. Teague with a clean look. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Nwora. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 6. Stolen by Tucker. Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Collins, and the Bucks miss again. And Collins has got the ball here for Portland.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Anthony kicks to Powell. From the arc. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Bucks trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by Teague.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Cantor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Teague with the ball. He has 5. Inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. 44 seconds left now here in the second. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. The wide open look here for Holiday. Milwaukee the rebound. The dish to Lopez. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to... Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 9 points and 2 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Giannis. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Bucks trail by 5. At the top of the key, Lopez. Off target with his 3. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Got that bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got 11 points.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Now here is Holiday. He has 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And it's McCollum in the corner. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 6 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
DiVincenzo finds Giannis. And it's good. 2 points.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Portland leading by 5. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Lopez. That shot no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
I mean, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, call him a find.
Holiday. He's got 5. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover would drive a coach crazy.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here is Lillard. He's got 11. McCollum outside. From past the arc. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now here's Covington. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Shoots from the elbow. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Holiday. Middleton for three. And the rebound by Nurkic. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Over Holiday. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum, no good off the back of the rim.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Chris Middleton. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard, 5 on the clock. Over Holiday, the 19-foot shot, and that one goes long. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Milwaukee the rebound. From deep three-point range, another miss by Middleton. No good. And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter, we've got Bobby Portis. Teague out there at P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the two guard.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. Takes the three. Forbes can't get it to go. Portland leading by 12. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Outside Teague. From deep. The rebound by Simons.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Now the pass to Cantor. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
To the right side. Here's Simons. Kicks it to Anthony. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's deflected. It's tipped. Tucker with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Teague for three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Collins kicks to Powell.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half.
The shot's good from Forbes.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony kicks to Collins. And there's the feed to Cantor. And it's the Bucks on the break. Teague for 3. A rebound by Simon.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. Kicks it out to Collins. Powell with it. A 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Nora. Pass to Portis. Here's Nora. Charity stripe shot. Doesn't go that time. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And Portland with another turnover here. Bucks trail by 13. Outside Teague. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Here's Simons. Out to Anthony. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Anthony, the pass to Powell. He feeds it to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Powell for 3, and no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton looking it over. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Powell against DiVincenzo. Now here's Powell. Anthony in the corner. But he gets it back. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Simons missing. Middleton outside. There's the triple. Milwaukee the rebound. Shoots the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
And so it's Portland winning. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Brown, and it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Luwawu in at the 3. Now here's Jordan. And Jones sends it back, and he recovers it. Harden's shot is off. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Drains the 19-footer. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Covington into the lane. From the line. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Good D by Jordan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Lillard against Harden. Lillard at...
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Harden scanning the floor. There's the 3. And the Nets miss again.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the basket by McCollum.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Harden finds Durant. Here's Jordan. He's guarded by Nurkic. Takes a 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Jones. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Jones in the post. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Looking for the first basket of the game. And good that time.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Lillard. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
McCollum against Brown. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Over Harden. Jones for 3. He can't hit that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Now here's Jordan. Harden missing his last shot. The kick out to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Another shot. Portland grabs the miss.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Harden inside the three-point line. And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting is... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Irving against Powell. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Dinwiddie. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Feeds it to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Simons surveying the D. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dinwiddie outside. And Cantor pulls it down.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Kicks it out to Collins. Griffin with the steal. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Shot's good by Anthony. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Irving with it. Harris finds Griffin. And they get it. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Powell down low. He's covered by Irving. And that one, good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Dinwiddie passes to Green. Back to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Griffin. Out to Harris. Over Collins. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Griffin.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Fires for three. The rebound by Jeff Green. Harris dishes to Irving. Harris kicks to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. They kick it out to Green. Back to Griffin. And Cantor pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Anthony left side. 18 feet out. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq. And that does it for our half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. It's Jones on the wing. Oh, McCollum in position. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Brown the pass to Harden. Outside for Durant. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Durant's got 6 points.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Covington with the ball. And that one drops. And it's 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Lillard against Harden. Outside, KD. Now here's Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
Lillard against Harden. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Basket good.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Brown the pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Lillard outside. 3-pointer. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Fires from 14 to the inside. Shot clock at 5. Harden against Lillard. Again, the miss by Harden.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Top of the key. Harden, no good.
Very dangerous to lead a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Puts up a 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Nets trail by 18. Here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Oh, Covington in position. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Dinwiddie. At the elbow, Green. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Portland leading by 16. And Portland turns it over again. "20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got his first points of the game.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then there's Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Simons. Stolen by Durant. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Harden against Powell. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. And here's Harden. Outside, KD. Harden finds Durant. Portland grabs the miss. Now Powell. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it out to Harden. Brown the pass to Harden. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Harden the pass to KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Inside. McCollum kicks to Jones. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 18.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Portland.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
Boy, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
4 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss, kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. There's the pass to Brown. From deep three-point range. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Jordan.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Lillard attacking. Covington kicks to McCollum. Can they get it? Misses at the rim. Here's KD. Good.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And so Portland takes this one.
Amazing feeling. I've been playing this game for a very long time, and just trying to make a player that looks like me.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Trailblazers. Lights out shooting, the backcourt tandem of 2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Bet. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. High-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Pass to Covington, kicks to McCollum.
Hey, right here.
Lillard against Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good. Now Zubac. It's George on the wing. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Here's Lillard, stolen by Zubac. The pass to George. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. To the inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now, here is George. He kicks it to Morris. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
McCollum, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
It's stolen by Morris. Leonard, the pass to Beverly, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
And here's Beverly. Passes it to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. Nurkic with the steal. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard misses. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Beverly. Missed inside. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Here's Leonard. He is still scoreless so far in this one. And he comes up with the deuce.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Collins, and it's Simons in at the 1. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Collins. Down low. Another shot. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Simons. And there's the feed to Kanter. And he makes good on the layup. Kanter's got his first bucket in this one.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Beverly with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's George. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Simons surveying the D. Powell for 3. score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that three, the more the floor opens up. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that to me was his best performance to date.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Lobs it up for Anthony.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Beverly with the ball. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, George. Zubac's the pass to George. A three from Morris. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. Cantor dishes to Powell. From about 19 feet, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Off the inbound pass.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Anthony looking it over. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by George. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. The shake. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Leonard.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. And here's George for 3. McCollum right side. Step back shot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's George. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. George against McCollum. Outside, Covington. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Portland ahead by 9. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great, and no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, and that does it for our...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Paul George really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Covington with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And a wide-open look for McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 5.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
McCollum against George. Back to McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. Over Beverly. It's hauled in by Beverly. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And Lillard throws it down.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Beverly looking around. Dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And it's good for 2. He's got 6.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Beverly against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
So it's Portland now. Trailblazers leading by 13. Covington down low. Defended by George. Here's Jones. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And Beverly kicks to George. Back to Beverly. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones with it. Leonard picks him up. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. 5 to shoot. 3. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down by 15. George double teamed and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Lobs it up for Anthony. And Portland turns it over again.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. George looking around. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
From deep. That one, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Powell for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 9.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
George against Powell. And it's George missing. Trailblazers leading by 16. Here's Simons. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible wingspan. Unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Here's Simons. Outside Anthony. Five on the clock. And there's the pass to Collins.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's Beverly. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverly will not back down from contact.
Powell for three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Anthony out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's the Clippers with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Now here's Beverly. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Here's Simons. He kicks to Powell. From deep. That one doesn't drop. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here's George. No good on that one. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Powell with it. The three. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Here's Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw, no good. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Beverly against McCollum. Passes it to Simons. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Nurkic up top. Paul George with the steal. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Outside, George fires from deep, and the three ball is good.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Lillard outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Jones slams it in.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Here's Leonard, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. No good from outside. Oh, Leonard in position. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. .133 left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Clock at 6. Back to Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Lillard scanning the floor. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
George against McCollum. Fires the 3. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Lillard from outside connects from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Now Beverly. Here's George. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. The 3. Again the miss by Lillard. Beverly for 3. And the miss. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
do fantasy leagues. I do all that. I'm a 2K head.
I play it all.
Really?
I play everything else. When it comes to 2K, I consider myself the guy.
Because
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they do right now and did earlier on. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt. Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Passes it to Covington. Lillard against Holiday. A step back shot here. Just 4 to shoot. Covington's shot is off.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector. I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Lillard against Holiday for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. From deep 3-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Middleton for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
That's impressive. Flying towards the hoop, Chris Middleton saw just enough of a takeoff area to get to the rim.
It's Powell on the wing. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Now, Antetokounmpo shoots over Covington. Misses off the right iron.
Get on CJ.
Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Giannis inside. Covington's there. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
McCollum, no good.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And that one's good. Lillard. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Powell kicks to Lillard. And the rejection by Giannis. Taken away by Holiday. And it's the Bucks on the break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis outside. Just 5 to shoot. The second chance effort. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Jones slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Holiday surveying the floor. It's tipped. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Well, Melo is not shying away from the offense. Imagine that. Never saw a shot he didn't at least want to take.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday attacking. Kicks it down to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. Portland grabs the miss. Holiday with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one's on Anthony. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Simons. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks ahead, up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Nwora in its small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Jones slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Teague feeling it out a bit. Six to shoot. Makes it off the glass. Teague's got his first points in this one.
I have to admire how relentless Teague is on the drive as well as how consistent he is at burying those looks.
Fires the 3. And here's Hollis Jefferson. No points in the game yet for him. And Kanter throws it down.
And while not a huge leaper, Kanter does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
Now here's Teague. Throws it up high.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Nwora misses the three. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Nice shot by Portis.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside Teague. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
It's like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Outside, Jones. He feeds it to Cantor. And Portland with another turnover here. Bucks leading by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Portis. For the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
He lobs it up, and then Jones with the jam.
Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Both teams will make substitutions. And stolen by Lillard. Inside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Outside Holiday. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
How about Jrue Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
20 seconds left in the first half. Lillard fires away from way outside. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And now Portland on the break. McCollum outside. 3-pointer. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, patrolling the paint. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And the pass to Powell. Launches a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Pass to Giannis. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Bucks leading by 3. Now Holiday. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis with it. Lillard picks him up. Poke loose. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Middleton the pass to Connaughton. Nails the wide open jump shot. Connaughton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lillard outside from downtown. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Giannis gets it to go.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Outside Covington. Nurkic finds Lillard. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Holiday against Lillard. Outside Holiday. The 3 ball. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Holiday left side to the middle. McCollum outside to the paint. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Always going up for the alley-oop here. No good there. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with a foul. That's his first foul. Milwaukee leading by 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Kicks to Middleton. There's the 3.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the 3-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
Outside, Jones lobs it up for Cantor. Stolen by Middleton. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
To the inside. Cantor trying to free himself up. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Simons. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
But Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Giannis with it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Giannis. Doesn't go for him. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 5.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Teague finds Antetokounmpo. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 3rd assist on the night. Lillard against Teague. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Lillard missing.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Bucks leading by 7. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks on defense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And Lillard gets it to go.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lillard with no one around. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Nurkic with the double team. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Teague finds Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
McCollum kicks to Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Outside Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And here is DiVincenzo. Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. From deep. Can't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard way outside. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Lillard comes with the double team. Count that bucket. And the Bucks lead by 7.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Covington. Lillard outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the run.
Thank you, David.